What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In this one, we're going to talk about the Season 3 Reloaded update for zombies. We're going to go over everything that they've confirmed to be releasing, as well as some of the things that were found in the files, what to expect from them, and so much more. If you find the video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And also, don't forget to check out yesterday, we uploaded a video going over the Season 3 Reloaded early gameplay. So if you want to see some of the updates, pretty much early access, early gameplay of some of the weapons, and all that good stuff, I'll have the link down in the description for that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We got a brand new zombies bundle. This one is called the Zombies Mangler. Brings a new operator skin for gas called the Maim, and it says tear them apart and leave them mangled. This is what the operator skin will look like. The bundle also has two different weapon blueprints. The first one is for the RPK called Transfusion. It doesn't have tracer rounds or effects, which is a little disappointing because it costs 2,000. There's a second weapon blueprint. This one is for the Riveter called the Oxidize, and it looks exactly the same. Doesn't have any tracers or effects. You also get a new zombies acquisition, which is the Wonderwaff DG2 case, and then the rest of the bundle will contain a large decal called the Eye Hunger, a new weapon sticker called Infected, and finally a weapon charm called Slayed and Decayed. Other than that, let's go ahead, let's talk about the actual reloaded content coming in. They mentioned that the Dark Aether story will continue with this update, and the goal of this mission is to save Dr. Jansen, and it says an unknown force of disturbing power has its psychic tendrils wrapped tightly around Dr. Ava Jensen. The doctor has been lured unto a new region of the Dark Aether under this malignant influence. Strike teams from Operation Deadbolt have converged to assist Ravenov as he attempts to locate and rescue Dr. Jensen from the unknown. Your expertise surviving and escaping the Dark Aether is required. This time, it has come to explore a new part of the Dark Aether and rescue Dr. Jansen, and readying up for another Dark Aether gate hunt. And here's what it is. So this is the location that's going to be available. It's going to be Zarqwa Hydroelectric. They pretty much remake them and take them from Al Mazrah, and then they turn them into this zombified, change the color correction, the little skybox that they got going on. Very similar to some of the Dark Aether rifts that we've seen in the past. Also mentioned right here, you can expect a series of unlock objectives focusing on finding and attuning several relics, allowing access through the gate. Accomplish these tasks to step into the ethereal voidscape and face the terrifying horrors lurking within, claiming valuable rewards if you survive. Squad up and help Operation Deadbolt continue to contain the onslaught of the undead. Naturally, you're also here to complete activities and contracts, discover arcane secrets, and secure some highly classified schematics, which I'll showcase the schematics in just a second. COD Zombies News, a leaker actually mentioned this about it, and he said the Zarqwa Hydroelectric Dark Aether map is rumored to have special items that affect your speed, your damage, and your vision. And they don't really mention that in the patch notes, but I'm assuming it's like those special zombie power-ups that we saw in Warzone. They're probably going to do that and add that here just to give it a twist, make it a little bit different than some of the other Dark Aether areas that we've seen in the past. And then going on to the new challenges and the schematics that they go over. So it says unlock new prestige calling cards at each level prestige reach and select up to 5 challenges to track, including any from across the game. The rewards really aren't that good. They're just really calling cards. And then they go over the camo challenges, which I don't think is new content at all. It's just basically camos that you can do in the zombies version. They then say, in addition, some highly classified schematics are located in deviously secretive locations, all available depending on your success during the rift. So they're all going to be available in the Dark Aether rift. And the first one is called Deadwire Detonator Schematic. And it says, are you still shocked at the impressive electrical damage the Deadwire ammo mod inflicts? Then you might want to employ the Deadwire Detonator and attach it to all your explosive weaponry, including lethals and launchers. And then there's the second one called the Golden Mask Filter Schematic, a prize schematic with a shiny hue and an impressive long-lasting effect. Gain a self-regenerating gas mask for the rest of the match. This comes in extremely handy for surviving zombie strongholds and any surprises in the rifts. And then you have the Sergeant's Beret schematic. It says your outcomes no longer need to be terminal when dealing with Zakhaev's hired guns. Simply don the Sergeant's Beret and disguise yourself among the mercs and summon the trusty mercenary bodyguard who shadows you until the end. So it's very similar to that DMZ disguise that we saw, except this one will give you the addition of a bodyguard. This could be pretty interesting to use. And then we also have the brand new Warlord, which is called Rainmaker, and they give a little paragraph about him, but this is what the operator will look like. It says additional caution is advised when operating in the southeastern part of Yurzikstan exclusion zone, as Warlord Rainmaker has commandeered and heavily upgraded the defenses of his fortress on Raha Island across the water from Shaheen Manor. As his codename suggests, this warlord is an artillery and demolitions expert, and though his island compound is relatively easy to reach, stepping foot on the island with your limbs still attached may be more of a challenge. Expect mortar rounds and RPG fire to descend on your squad, with assault maneuvers made even more difficult due to the water surrounding Rainmaker's lair. Fast transport is recommended, and once you disembark, try to ignore the chaos and focus on the fortress. Rainmaker's forces are expendable, and he almost enjoys sacrificing his own men to take out intruders. With the fortress breach, slow your progress as the compound is brimming with tripwires and traps. Stepping on a mine at this point would be unfortunate, then prepare to change your game plan. Once you finally corner Rainmaker, he's capable of some nasty surprises you won't be expecting. One thing that I noticed with this Warlord that's different from the other ones is the fact that this is the only one that has not appeared in the Battle Pass as of right now. Usually they're always available as an operator in the Battle Pass. In my opinion, he's one of the best looking ones because he's like a futuristic, has that animated looking helmet on, and the fact is you're not able to unlock him as an operator. We did talk about how the Warlords are pretty much useless in terms of completing them. You really don't gain any sort of benefit from doing them. So I think that they could potentially end up making it a reward to get him as an operator if you defeat him. I think that would be a fair and good reward. That'd be something that would motivate people to go out there and actually try and fight this Warlord. But as of right now, it's not confirmed. We don't even know if he's ever going to be an operator or not. I just think personally it'd be a great idea to make him an operator reward if you go out there and fight him. On top of this, there is more content that wasn't mentioned in the blog post, but it's actually coming in because they mentioned it in creator calls. One of the first things is the zombie stash is going to be increasing, meaning that it's going to be raised from 10 to 20. Pretty much double your storage amount. You'll be able to put ammo mods, anything that you find that you think will be useful, such as mods, perk cans, schematics, anything like that you feel you could store there. It'll give you the opportunity to do that. Remember, there were glitches in the past where they let you do that a little bit more. It's definitely something that a lot of people wanted to see, but that's something that they confirmed in a creator call, and Mr. Dalek JD confirmed that as well. And then they also have something else called schematic cooldowns. Once again, a feature coming from DMZ. This is a reducer system that will be added anytime you extract with a certain amount of money. This will reduce the cooldown for your schematic. So if it takes you 24 hours to get a schematic, it'll start reducing it. The more and more you exfil with that money, the more money you have, the more time it will reduce. That's another feature they didn't mention in the blog, but did confirm in a creator call. And speaking of the creator call, they talked about how Treyarch is no longer working on zombies. I believe it was like season 1 was the last full season that Treyarch did actually work on. And then following that, once they switched into the content only during Reloaded update, it was pretty much a confirmation that Treyarch was no longer working on that. They're on Gulf War, which is going to be the next Call of Duty title. It does have a round-based zombies mode. They wanted to focus more on that to give us a better finished product of it, and I feel like this is more of like an investment. So we're losing a little bit of content here with the zombies in Modern Warfare 3, but in return, we're going to get a lot more content with Gulf War when that releases, and I think it's a better idea because that one's going to be round-based, and not many people are fans of this DMZ style zombies mode that they got going on. For those of you guys who are wondering why we haven't been getting as much content for zombies anymore, that's pretty much why. But going into the next thing that was also leaked, it says, reminder, a wallet will be added to zombies at some point. It's unknown when. However, it will work similar to the DMZ wallet system where you can carry a limited amount of points into your next match. So maybe if you don't want to do a schematic cooldown and you would rather store it, you could put it in the wallet and then carry it on over into your next match to start off with. That's something that they didn't mention in the blog post. It hasn't been confirmed either, but that could also be a new feature that they can introduce within this update. Another thing, it says the Cerberus was teased in the intro cutscene of zombies, and it is still unknown if it's coming. This is something that more than likely will probably be around season 4 if it does happen, because if there's a wonder weapon, that is big news, and that's something that they would more than likely put in the blog post, and they didn't do that. And then there was also the zombies PvPvE mode, which was leaked to be coming in at some point because they haven't announced it in the blog post. That could be something else that we'll also see for season 4, but they got a lot of details coming in with it. They said it's going to be very similar to DMZ once again. Normal zombies bounties, then there's player versus player bounties, so hunting other squads. There's recon points, so that can be acquired and can respawn. Team reassigning and merging, and then you have the respawning system. You got weapon cases that will be available. It's going to be its own separate mode, which I feel like could be bringing in a lot of content, especially with that weapon case, because if you exfil with weapon cases, usually get some nice rewards, whether it's weapon blueprints, camos, stickers, calling cards. There's always something that is gained from these weapon cases, and that's something that I think is pretty much merging Battle Royale preview along with DMZ and with zombies. Is that something you guys want to see during the life cycle of Modern Warfare Zombies? But that is all that I have for you guys here in today's video. Are you guys excited for this update? Do you think it's big enough, or were you hoping for something bigger? But it's been your boy Treyarch, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.